Welcome to In Conversation with Dr. Kafil Khan. We are at Gauri Lankesh Media Group, and Dr. Kafil Khan has been freed of the charges that have been put against him from the UP government for the speech that he made in the protest against Citizenship Amendment Act. And welcome, Dr. Kafil Khan.
Thank you, Gauri Lankesh, Pratika, and thank to your all team because you guys have supported me, and I know my brother Adil Bhai told me the way you have raised my voice, and that reached to the all the Kannada people because I have spent 12 years in Karnataka in Udupi.
Oh,
I've done my
okay.
MBBS and MD from Manipal only. So ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರ್ತದ feel relieved because we got a very good judgment. This judgment, if you have read, is 42 pages of judgment is a landmark judgment, and I think even my lawyer in Supreme Court and in High Court they have said that this is a landmark judgment has not come for the past 20-25 years, and this will be a landmark for the those people in UP Uttar Pradesh itself. This year's around 146 NSA has been slapped to the innocent people, and 50% against those for cow slaughtering, the allegation of cow slaughtering. So this is a very landmark judgment, and but yeah, if you ask me internally, I'm traumatized, um, physically weakened, and emotionally drained. The whole family is not me. The whole family has to go through a very bad time, and this time for me, it was not only the mental torture. They physically tortured me a lot during the initial days of my incarceration. When the STF picked me and they kept themselves for the next 72 hours, and they made me naked. They made me lie down, and they beaten me with the stick. They slapped me. They abused me. They didn't give me food for 3 days, uh, uh, and it was horrible. And they were asking some weird question that have you invented some powder which can kill millions of people? I said, I listen. I am doctor. I do medical camp and I do some activism. I don't have a lab to produce the powder. Are you talking about coronavirus? Then go and ask China. Hmm. Have you gone to? We have information. You have gone to abroad. They took the name of Japan. I said, why I'm not taking the name of Pakistan? Have you gone to abroad to destabilize the government? I said, how one individual can destabilize the government? Uh, and I have my passport is with the under judicial custody. I can't leave the India. I can't leave India without informing government, informing court. So these are the weird question, and next 22 hours was very horrible. So if you feel how I feel, yes, I am relieved by the judgment, and but right now it was a very bad feeling if you ask me physically and mentally also. If you read this judgment in the first page itself, the Honorable High Court CGI has written that since BRD oxygen tragedy August 2017, uh, it's not Dr. Kafil who is suffering. The whole family has been victimized by the government-sponsored victimization. So this is one thing that the whole family has to go for the past 3 years. Is not this 7 months. For the past 3 years, the family has to go a very tough period. They are happy, and I'm trying to spend time with my family, and everybody is mentally harassed. So even my mother said, "Bas karo, beta, ab khatam karo, ab bolna band
Yeah.
karo," and um, but one thing is there that I told her, ki, Ammi Jaan, ki, uh, I can't keep quiet to if anything injustice happening in front of me. Uh,
Mhm.
So I can't just keep quiet myself. So I'm just uh, uh, I will continue to work as a doctor, and these rumors about joining politics and shifting. There are so many people are saying that have you got scared? Have you got scared? Have you shifted to Rajasthan? You left Uttar Pradesh. Now you're joining politics. You're joining Congress. So I'm not joining any political party. I am a doctor, and I would love to work as a doctor. But yes, yes, that's true that some activism has come inside me because before this tragedy, I never realized that the base which the whole country is going through, um, the basic issue of road, tran, health, education, and employment. We talk about those basic issues. Instead, we talk about the Shamshan, Kabristan, uh, Teen Talaq, Halala, Ali, Bajrang Bali, Ram Mandir. So all those we talk about, but we don't talk about the basic issue. So we have to everybody. It's not me only. I think Gauri was one. We should remember. Everybody should remember how she was just speaking up fascist force and so every Indian who love our country should speak up, stand up, and you be united and together to save our democracy, to save our constitution, because it's a right given by our constitution of freedom of speech, right to equality. Even after 73 years of independence, the rights should be what we should be given to uh, the people, still so many people, so many communities still living in a miserable condition. The right, those rights has not reached to those people. We have to raise our voice on the real issues. We have to raise the concern, and I promise to you that I will keep raising those issues and keep struggling and keep my talking about that any injustice done to anyone, anyone. There are so many rumors about
Speculations are
me,
coming, yes.
yeah, on the news and everywhere, because Priyanka Gandhi ma'am say help came at the if you I'll tell you what happened around the when the Chief Justice of Allahabad High Court has ordered my immediate release, and it was the order came around 10:30 in the morning, and by 11:30 in the morning it has reached to the superintendent of the jail, Mathura jail, and to the district magistrate Aligarh, to the home minister of Uttar Pradesh, home minister, central government. But still, I was not getting released. And for the next 12 hours was really tough for my whole family. They were approaching in Lucknow, they were approaching in Aligarh, they were approaching in Mathura. Even my brother sat on dharna in front of district magistrate office. They released me only at 11:55. At 12 o'clock was the deadline. 11:55 in the night. And there were a lot of cops outside. They tried to frame me again in a baseless fast charger, I think. So that's why my family got scared. And when Priyanka ma'am just called to congratulate and tell them that the she is with me, so my family has raised the concern about that. And Bharatpur is a border of Mathura, and it's just 20 minutes from the Mathura. So she said that Congress government is there in Mathura. You can go there, and we will help you. So it's just help was on a humanitarian ground. She talked to me, and it was all. We have not discussed politics at all, and I think she just helped us because as a person. I thank to her, but still, there are so many people, even Communist Party of India, all the Communist parties, CPI, CPML, everybody helped me. Even though Samajwadi Party, Akhilesh Yadav, or the Tejasvi Yadav in Bihar, or NCP, Sharad Pawar, everybody, I thank you, everyone, all over India, they have spoken about me. we first launched in Hyderabad, and I met already 13 chief ministers of India, and I gave the proposal to the health minister also, Dr. Harshvardhan, and I have talked about how the health structure is and how we can improve about. So I will continue to work for health for all, which demands at least 3% of GDP should be spent on health structure, and the health should be accessible to each 138 crores of Indians, irrespective of their caste, their religion, their region, their socioeconomic status, the disability factors. So I will continue to work as a uh, to work for the Health for All campaign, and will as a doctor, as a pediatrician, I will continue to conduct a camp through Dr. Kafil Khan Mission Ismail Foundation. We are trying to build a 500 bed encephalitis hospital on the border of UP and Bihar, so that we can treat where everything will be free, including the consultation, investigation, and medicine to everyone. Uh, uh, so we are trying to that also. We are trying to build that hospital. So, and in between, I write a book also. You must have heard about that Manipal Manual of Clinical Pediatrics, which is for the MBBS student. And I'm doing some research also, and I would like to do some research on COVID-19 that maybe I could help in finding some medicine. And I would want to offer myself as a volunteer to for vaccine research. So, but yes, there are so many other issues. As an activist, I would continue to raise. Uh, uh, Gauri Lankesh was one inspiration that there are so many people in Bhima Koregaon case still incarcerated without any trial, and even I would not take the name, but he's so ill. He's 80-year-old, and he could not go to the court. But still he's not getting bail. I'm lucky that so many people have raised my word, and Chief Justice given such a beautiful order. But there are 200 students from JNU, Jamia, Aligarh, and other central universities who raised their voice against NTCA and NRC as still incarcerated. There's so many people who have died, and so many people are still in jail, and there's so many things we can talk about why GDP is contracting. It's not only coronavirus, COVID-19. It's pre-COVID also, the GDP was coming down. The whole economy has crashed. What happened to that? Why? What are the benefits of demonetization? Uh, what happened? Why the GST has been failed? When why there's so much communal hatred? Why there's targeting of particular community? So Dr. Kafil, as an activist, will continue to raise his voice against anyone, any injustice done to anyone, anywhere. That I promise to your media. Yeah. If you saying that for the past 3 years, the government has been trying to crush me, but still, every time I come out, I feel I'm more strong, and more people are supporting me. I think it's the zeal and enthusiasm I get from the people, love and affection they showered me. This time it was more than the last time of the auction tragedy. All over world, there people have talked about me, and they supported me in this fight. I think that's the one factor which pushed me and to go. And the one thing is that since birth, I have been taught by my family, my father, my mother, that you have to truthful to yourself. You do whatever your heart says. Uh, you have to answer to yourself. If your heart is saying something is not to be done, don't do. But if your heart is saying do it, and any injustice happening in your front of eyes, close your eyes. I will continue doing what my heart says, and I think that's give me, and Allah is there. nobody knew Dr. Kafil Khan before 2017. I was just, I've finished from 2000 till 2014. I was in Manipal, and the teaching and grooming has done by in Manipal in Karnataka. That has shaped me when and that has, I think that was the reason I ran for that when that night when 70 kids were died, So, so Dr. Kafil Khan was just a doctor who used to go morning in the hospital and come back in the evening. He spent time with the wife and mother and family, and that's all Dr. Kafil was. But now Dr. Kafil, I think, is one person who has a responsibility that so many people are looking towards you as as an inspiration and towards you to do something for the country. So Dr. Kafil can't hide behind the family or the trouble you are getting. Uh, there are so many people are raising their voice and they're getting tortured and they're getting jailed and they're getting incarcerated. Gauri Lankesh has to die to speak the truth. So I think Dr. Kafil has so many other responsibility now. Dr. Kafil can't run away now because those people, 138 crore people who has raised the voice for me, they also have some expectation, and I'm happy that the whole world knows about Dr. Kafil. But I ask whenever I ask people, why you, my story touched so many lives? Why you people love me so much? So I realize people have told me that if something happened to a person who has done the good job and belongs to a good family, still he has to go to jail. That can happen to anyone. So it's not that the hatred and has gone into so deep to the people's mind that they have been divided on the basis of caste and religion. So I think everybody's responsibility is not only me. Everybody is responsible to stand up and speak up against the injustice. So Dr. Kafil will work as a doctor, but in future he also would like to work as an activist. And if you are asking about the political future, sometime in the jail, I was so frustrated and I felt like that system is so rotten that sometimes you feel like you have to come into the system to fix it. But right now, I would love to be work as a doctor. I think poor has no voice even after independence. Still, the poor has no voice. What happened to the migrants? It was very sad. The TV coverage was very bad because they were not showing. But I have read in newspaper how the families have so many millions of people. It's not only one. Millions of people have suffered a lot, and so many people have died. So many people have cut by train, and so many people have died because of hunger and walking the scorching heat for 700, 800, 2,000 kilometers. So it was a very bad experience for the whole country. Uh, I would start from the 27th of January 2019 before my arrest. I was arrested on 29th. On 27th, on my YouTube channel, Dr. Kafil Khan official channel, I have talked about coronavirus, and I have talked about what should do and what we should not do. And because in that time there was no case in India. That first case is detected only on 30th January 2020 in Kerala. So there was no case, but still I had a feeling that once it will come in India, it will create a havoc. So I made a video that time itself on 27th January, and I, even from the jail, I have written to the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, on 19th March, before the lockdown on 24th March. I have written the letter and I have described how my our health system is that 72% of people don't have access to the health. So once India is overcrowded, populated. So once it will come into the India, it will create a havoc. And third state, what we call as a community transmission state, is imminent. I requested that time, and I gave him like a 4 5 points how to tackle the thing, that lockdown is not the only solution. Lockdown is only for you are prepared. How many beds is there? How many ventilator? How many medicine you can store, and you can do that. But lockdown is not the treatment. The testing, test. WHO was also screaming test. That was the mm, mm, so one solution until vaccine comes out. So I requested the Prime Minister to all those stuff to be taken, and I requested my release also. But there was a response very late. I got the response only in August, and stating that no, you will be behind the uh, bar only. Anyway, that uh, migrant crisis was happened because somebody came at the 8 o'clock and said 12 o'clock there will be lockdown in India. Like what happened after demonetization. It was also a disaster only. So we could have done. I think we could have stopped international flights if once we got the first detected case on 30th January itself. For the next 2 months there was Howdy Trump events, and there was a Madhya Pradesh government crisis. So many other things. I think the government was busy with that they ignored the coronavirus epidemic, and they first case came on 30th Jan, and the first lockdown on 24th 25th of March, I think. So it was a long period. And now the count has increased to 4 million. 70,000 people have died. Even one person is died, and you go and ask the family how they feel. You can't deny that. Okay, in US has 1.8 lakh people have died. In Brazil, so many people have died. In India, there is very less people have died. No, you can't do that. If you go by the survey of Delhi, 32% of people have antibodies already. So out of 2 crore people in Delhi, that means already 60 lakh people have been infected. So the data itself is not reliable. If you go, I have read in Pune, the Sero survey is 52% people have already antibody against coronavirus. That means around 1 crore people in Pune itself has been infected. So if we go do the Sero survey of all over India, government is still denying that the community transmission is not there, but community transmission is there. I read Dr. Jacob CMC Vellore statement, and he's screaming since March, April itself that community transmission is going on. We have to do that, but nobody is listening him. But that's true that community transmission is there. Migrant crisis is not the only thing. That the way they are handling the whole COVID situation is very disturbing. The China has intruded our country. At the Pakistan border, every day one soldier is getting killed. The economy has gone down. The GDP has shrunk. The unemployment, the education crisis. There's so many things we can talk about, but we are not talking about that things. So, but it's still people when come on humanitarian ground, people have gone out to give plasma, to give food to those people stuck in the migrant, those that time, and it's still the crisis is going on. Um, now when winter comes, I will tell you, from the jail I have written, when I wrote the letter, I said 40 lakh people will be affected. So we have already crossed 40 lakh. Now my estimate is when the winter comes, the children become super spreader. Children, they won't get affected that much with the coronavirus, but they become a super spreader. So by December, we'll have more than 1 crore people affected with that, and we have to be very careful with that. And zeal and enthusiasm comes with, to see the people working like Ravish Kumar or uh, Dr. Jacob Gauri, or you can talk about so many people. I can't name everyone, but there's so many people are still working in good faith. You are also working. You will be also be threatened. Even will be threatened to like why you have taken interview of Dr. Kafil. You know the controversial Dr. Kafil. I still remember once you messaged me and to write about an article about Gauri Lankesh
Last year.
anniversary, yeah, death anniversary. And still remember when before she died, she had she tweeted about me, you know, and she said that what happened in BRD and what happened to Dr. Kafil was very shameful, and we should be shameful to put our head down. So I think the zeal and enthusiasm come from people like her. I just want to convey the message to all my well-wishers through your means
Yes.
that I won't bend. I am not. I'm not getting scared. Nobody can scare me. And whenever there is a trouble, I feel myself getting more stronger. Um, the, second thing, I'm not leaving Uttar Pradesh. I'm not running away. I'm not settled in Rajasthan because so many media people are writing that I have joined Congress. I have settled in Rajasthan. No, I'm not joining any political party. I will continue to raise work as a doctor, but yes, I will continue to raise any injustice done to anyone anywhere. That's my promise. Thank you. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬರ್ತದ. 12 ವರ್ಷ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಣಿಪಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಡುಪಿದಲ್ಲಿ रहा हूँ and it was the my youth period my I will tell to all people in not only Karnataka the all over world I will tell that my youth period my young कहते हैं जवानी आपने कहाँ गुजारी तो जवानी के दिन जो थे वो खूबसूरत दिन वो मैंने कर्नाटका में गुजारे हैं उडुपी कारवार बेंगलोर एंड यू नो हम लोग गोवा भी जाते थे बगल में तो वो those beautiful 12 years 13 14 years I never had a feeling you know that some incident I still remember in Mangalore there was some Ram Sena or some bus Sena was there uh, which had huh?
Pub incident. They had
Ah, they had a brawl in a club, you know. Only that incident I remember in 13, 14 years, you know. Even in night, we used to go to the Kapu beach, you know, with our friends, and we never failed. With our like girls were also there, but we never felt anything like I am a Muslim or I am from minority community or you are this caste and all that caste. I think that was 2000 till 2012. There was 12 years. I got so much love and affection from all over Karnataka and Kannadika people that I never felt and that time of hatred and anything like that, or discrimination between caste and region and social economic status. Now I think you have also got a BJP government there, and this I'm listening so many things and so many things happening in Karnataka also. Remember one thing, um, our India and our democracy is because of uh, because of us only. We have to save. We have to speak up the religion and nationalism comes from birth. For 99%, I'm a Muslim because I belong to a Muslim family. Later I realized they say I belong to an Allah, but I don't discriminate anyone who believes in other god. So the same thing comes for nationalism. True nationalism is like that you have to uh, believe in brotherhood. You should not discriminate anyone, and you should do what your heart says. That should be the motto. And you know, I belong to India since birth. The moment I got birth in India, I started loving. So many people have people have offered me come to US, come to Canada, come to Australia, come to UK. We'll give you green card. We'll give you settle your family. I have not left India since BRD auction tragedy after so many trouble because I love India. You know, so there is a big difference between pseudo nationalism and true nationalism. राष्ट्रीयता जो होती है वो आपके जैसे आपका धर्म आपको सिखा दिया जाता है. Religion and nationalism comes from birth itself.
Thank you, Dr. Kafil Khan, for having such an interesting discussion with us. I hope our viewers would learn a lot and also get to understand you better.
Yes,
And we'll
yes.
be fighting against fascism and all fascist forces together. And we wish you all the luck and success for the future from the Gauri Media team. Thank you. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.